charge up here. So while we wait, this air pump is kind of seized up, so let's take it apart. Let's see if I can set you guys down like that. There we go. All the good little charges. Pretty sure one of the gaskets are kind of, or one of the one-way flaps are kind of stuck on this. I believe that's what's going on right now. So we're going to take this pump apart and unstick that. I've had a lot of water get into this pump. This is the pump that I reversed to allow to suck air instead of blow air. So let's see here, I forget which side it is it's doing it. I guess I'll just go over both of them. These are relatively easy to service. In here, so clean the water out. It's from me sucking way too much out of the pumps. So I don't know if you guys know, you can flip the diaphragm around in these whisper pumps and turn them into a vacuum. And that's what I've done here. So sometimes upon doing so, suck some water in and hey Mel, suck water in and plug these guys up a little bit here. So that's exactly what's happening here. Some of the pieces have come off. I don't see them inside here, which is really freaking weird. I wonder where those pieces have went. There's a piece that goes on here. There's on this side. It's currently missing. Oh, there's a lot of water in there. So I'm going to have to... I think I have my parts with me here, so I guess we're going to be one-sided still on this pump. It's kind of bizarre. It's missing. Missing these little rings right here. Explains why only one side was working. Whatever. Let's use the one side for now, plug the other side up. But actually, here's the little rubber band piece right here. Now I just need to find the little disc and I can actually fix that. So it's somewhere where I just wiped out the diaphragm. It's in this towel somewhere, guys. This is what I'm getting here. Here it is right here. Found it. So we can actually actually put this back together now. So you have an inlet side and an outside on these. There's just a little rubber piece that goes on just like that. So on your pump you have this way, which makes it blow air, and then if you just take this and you flip it around 180 like so, it'll blow air. It reverses it. So that's all you gotta do with these. Just like so. Or flip around the way I have it, it'll suck air instead of blow air, sorry. So that kind of backwards, but that's how you turn an air pump into a vacuum. So now that this is set up, we can test it, and it should be sucking air on both sides. Let's plug it in. Sucking air on both sides now. So we have ultimate vacuum on this, and I wish I could really demonstrate this to show you, but if I flip that diaphragm around the inside I just showed you guys, right here, if I flip this plastic piece over 180, it'll blow air again. High rapid. So we have that set back up now. Let's put our screws back in. We're ready to roll. Get the vacuum in these tanks out. So if you guys have a Tetra Whisper series of any sort that looks just like this, whether it's a single diaphragm or a double diaphragm, this is a double diaphragm Whisper 100. You can just flip the diaphragm around a complete 180, and these are fully serviceable. I mean, you can put new O-rings in them. Buy all the parts to rebuild these if it's worth it to you. I like it when I get these because, like, as you see, I use them as vacuums and as air pumps. But thanks for the thumbs up. I'll screws. That'll do it. Make sure we get a good seal in there. Alright. Let's see if the gimbal's charged enough to turn on yet. Looks like you guys up now. Boom, shakalaka, boom. Alright. So here's my bucket. Kind of go over the vacuum that I made here. So the bucket has a piece of airline like this. Take the lid off and show you guys. So I put 3 holes in a bucket, and I put these airline pieces in the bottom just like this, just for sucking air through. Let's see. There we go. Alright. And then put your hose in the top on the other side. Seal your lid on like this. And you set your pump on there that now sucks air instead of blows air. Creates negative pressure in the bucket, which will create vacuum through your hose here. That's what we have going on. So I guess we'll do the top tank first, this death tank. I had some stuff go pretty wrong in these tanks. I don't know exactly what happened, but it wasn't pretty. Unrelated, my chicken nuggets are done. Nice. I'm gonna vacuum some of this nasty out of here, and that's kind of what I needed to do on today's video. Clean some stuff. So now we have vacuum pressure. Bucket's not sealed up as it used to be anymore. I've been using this bucket lid for quite some time. Once in a while you gotta replace the bucket lid. It starts getting cracks and stuff in it and splits. There it goes. Alright, seal it back up. So now we have vacuum pressure. Honestly, being a 5-gallon bucket too, it's pretty nice. Fills up pretty quick with 100 on it, but it's like I do need a regulator valve on the flow rate of the vacuum power sometimes. Other than that, I mean, it does pretty good for what it is. But I need to drain these tanks all the way down, so I'll vacuum first, get all the crap out, and had something go on in here, some kind of bacteria infection or ick or something go on in this tank, and it transferred down to the tank underneath it because when I was doing a water change I walked away and of course overfilled the tank, so all the ick from this tank contaminated the tank under it, which is a learning curve. It's kind of things that go wrong sometimes that you don't really think of in the moment. Better than that, huh? Make sure we get all this shit out of here. This looks pretty clean. Yeah, this really sucks. It's just less crap when I take this tank down and put it in the tub that's going to end up in my tub, honestly. That's what the point of this is right here. Bleaching and boiling and bleaching the driftwood as well. Oh yeah, bucket's filling up quick now. Get the filth out. And pretty much full. This is boy. That's what happens when your hose pops off. Loopers and all, guys. Loopers and all. Glad that tank's already been issue-wise, because, yep. Some water on the floor, no big deal. We definitely had worse than fishery. Definitely had worse, guys. Dump this bucket, come back and run this process again. Hi Brenna Stokes, how you doing? I'll show you guys that I do have a ton of generic bristlenose babies in here. There is hundreds and hundreds of them in this 20-gallon.
And that's all food at the bottom that they're eating on. They've kind of tore it up a little bit. But I did end up with either some albinos right here in the batch, or they are, I'm hoping they're lemons. So we'll have to see. But yeah, they're just all over the bottom of this tank. These guys are. Angelfish are all lurking, saying hello. And I do have the honeycomb in this tank. That's still good. He is hiding under the filter down here. He likes to play hide and seek. These guys are all getting pretty big and healthy. He's ready to go back in the 220, I'm pretty convinced. He's really happy. The big guy's been back to activeness. His head healed up pretty good. For those of you that seen how bad it was, he's a really happy fish. Beautiful fish. His fin grew back for the most part. All his gills and everything and fins look all good. He had me worried there for a little. This is quite an expensive fish, so especially at this size, it's probably a couple $100 at that size right now. So I was kind of worried, and I raised him since a baby. A bunch of little tadpoles. It's one of the albinos that I think might be a blue-eyed lemon, because I'm not really seeing like red glow in the eyes or nothing like that on the albino one, so I'm hoping. So let me go dump this bucket. We'll come back and we'll keep on backing in this tank. I guess that snail survived the apocalypse in this tank. I might just need to wipe this tank out, get the driftwood out, maybe the sponge filter. I don't know what to do exactly with this tank. It's upsetting either way. Bucket. I should probably take my other bucket too, so we can fill both buckets up. It doesn't make things a little less complicated. Alright, there we go. Should get our lids back on good. Yes. Let's put our end piece back on. That was quite interesting. I haven't one of those pop off yet, but it does happen, I guess. Let's vacuum some more water out of here and some more shit. Everything that came out of this tank really freaking good. Now, vacuum, guys, does suck down pretty quick. You can't see the water level just dropping pretty dramatically. And this bucket's filling up pretty dang quick there. Definitely boil that driftwood. So I'll shut the bubble off on this here. There we go. So happy to finally get these tanks to start getting cleaned out after my catastrophic failure in these tanks. It's good to see the snails are still alive. I don't know exactly what to do to make sure that they're not infected with anything. Because I do like my pointy snails, and this one's some kind of brown snail. I don't think it's a mystery snail exactly. Probably just going to discard of the one piece of driftwood. The other driftwood piece I will probably keep. The sponge filter I think is still good. There's another snail over here. Get him down back into the water. I think that's a good sign that the snail's still alive. There's 2 buckets. I don't like to fill them up too dang much. I seem to have a tendency to overfill them all the time, so I'm trying not to do that. So currently at the moment I don't have any to dedicate to these tanks, but I'm hoping that some of my bristlenose spawn and make some baby fries I can introduce to these 2 tanks once I get them cleaned back out. Let's continue vacuum the water out of here. Hopefully everybody had a good Saturday. Man, I hate it when the tanks get like an amber dark color from the driftwood being in the tanks. The Snow White tank is pretty over here. See the darkness in the color of the water from the driftwood. Same down here. Snow White tank. Drain all the water out of these tanks. Just these 2 though. Biggie over there. He wants some food with his big self.
And it sucks all that ain't gonna fit in that bucket. I know it's not. Sucks I get to re-scrub these tanks down again. This is not going to be like some hardcore scrubbing, like scrubbing calcium buildup or nothing like that off of them. It shouldn't be too difficult. Almost got one tank down. I'm just going to do the 2 tank drain for tonight, I think. Yeah, I can't believe this tank overflowed into my other tank while trying to do an attempted water change and took out all my albino bristle noses down here in the bottom. That's like so upsetting, guys. Almost full. And all those little blotches down there were albino bristle noses. There was one left in there, but I just kind of let him go. Wasn't gonna be anything, so. Let's pull that up. Not to have any cross-tank contamination here. I'm gonna have to clean all of this stuff when I'm done with this. At least just the tip. Session. This one, and then we can move on to the next one. What's left in here? Snails don't seem to be infected, but who knows? Definitely don't want to infect something else for a snail.
snail buddy back in there. Let him kind of roam around. Still moist enough in there for the snails. The other little snails are gonna have to figure it out. Start sucking down this tank, I guess. Unbelievable situation that's happened here to me. Crazy.
to really scrub this driftwood down. It's got so much nasty growth on it. This tank just being disgusting for a while. I can shut the bubbler off on this one too. Two more bucket empties on this, that ain't too bad. This almost gives me reason to just drill these 2 tanks for the overflows and get that started. I don't know if you guys can see the snail right there. He's cruising away. And where you going, bro? A couple of those little ones in there. I have to try to save them if I can. I'm just afraid I don't know if they have ick or not. I don't know if snails get ick or die from ick or anything like that. Anybody got any advice on that? Snails die from ick? Snails get ick? Do snails transfer ick? Put them in another tank and bomb the whole tank out. That'd be messed up over a snail. Set this aside, drop that back in. Let's go dump this bucket.